Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Evelyn. This is Beautiful I Am Colored. Hey, Harjareen. Hey, Shayna. Good to see you, ladies. Appreciate you being here. Okay, Harjareen. I didn't see your profile pic this morning when I was at the gym, but I like it. I can see it on my desktop, so I like it. Very nice. I'm not going to be here long today because y'all work is popping off on today. So I got busy afternoon, a very busy afternoon with meetings. So I anticipate being on here. Hey, Pammy, thank you for joining. I anticipate being on here anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes max. I do have some updates for you, one of which is going to be about this Wegovy 2.4 milligrams. And then I'm going to just basically get off here because work is calling. But this is the time of the year when my work is pretty busy anyway. Let me just show comments on stage. My work is pretty busy this time of year anyway because of the General Assembly. So like the Joint Budget Committee was meeting this morning. And it's important to listen in on those. It's not required of me, but it's important for me to listen in on those so that I know what's going on. Good afternoon, Jen. Thank you for joining again. I think this month I'm going to do 2 lives on Tuesdays and Thursdays because of my schedule. That's the only way I feel like I'm going to be able to get some good watch hours in to hopefully meet my goal by the end of this month. We'll see, because I'm trying to meet that first tier of monetization by the end of January. So anyways, but yeah, so I was watching the Joint Budget Committee. I should say listening to the Joint Budget Committee just to see kind of, where we're headed from a budget standpoint. I think across the nation, we're experiencing budget cuts and stuff. And so it's just important for me to keep a pulse on those things for my job so that I'm in the know with what's going on. And then this afternoon, I have committee meetings and a check-in with my supervisor. So that's why this one is going to be a little bit more abbreviated with 30 to 45 minutes. Hey, Shiny Girl. Hey, loved your live last night. You did a great job. I had to watch the replay though, because as you know, I was preoccupied last night. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna get started. As you know, I like to do these a little bit more structured. FYI, one housekeeping thing. I am still doing like streaming from 2. So I'm streaming from the mobile one and I'm streaming from I'm streaming from I see your comment, Jen. The mobile one as well as the horizontal or vertical and horizontal. Again, because I'm trying to increase my watch hours. And so I'm going to continue to do this until I kind of really get the flow of it. So sometimes you might not be able to see all the comments if you're in one or the other. And sorry about that, Jen. But I do prefer, I think, the vertical and the horizontal option just so that I can hopefully get more watch hours accumulated by the end of the month. Okay, so let's get started with shout outs and thank yous. Okay, so the first shout out and thank you goes to Twan. And it goes to Twan because she introduced us to the journal that she's using. She's using a weight loss journal. And I ordered that journal. Mine hasn't arrived yet, but I really am trying to dial in on a few key things. And because I have like several apps. Hey, Coach T, thank you for joining. Welcome. Because I have several apps that I have information in all over the place. I love the idea of having it in one concentrated place. So my journal hasn't come in yet, but I'm super excited. Trisha, fashionista in the building. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Along those same lines, right now, y'all, I'm just doing my shout outs and thank yous. Along those same lines, I want to shout out resources. So for those of you who are new, shout outs and thank yous is a segment where I shout out a person, place, or thing that has blessed me in some kind of way. So my second shout out and thank you goes to resources, specifically walking pads. Now, I have seen so many of y'all on these walking pads. I've been watching y'all and watching y'all. I know, Tamika, I know you got a walking pad. I know that a couple of other people that I watch regularly have a walking pad, but I myself have never had a walking pad because I go to the gym typically. But we're moving into the winter season here in Colorado, and hey, Miss Nikki, thanks for joining. We're moving into the winter season here in Colorado, and so I really want to set myself up for success. So I was able to order a walking pad, one with the little pole thing, because I know Shayna has a walking pad too. So I was able to order one. It was on sale for like 113 bucks. So I'm super excited for that to arrive because my plan is, well, actually, I'll get to that in a second. I'll tell you about how this walking pad is about to play into my workouts in just a second. Um, Couple of announcements. One, you might know that I'm participating in the Sexy Back Challenge, which is curated by at Miss Toy the Review 1839. And basically, we're doing 3 sets of 10 different exercises, 3 sets of 10 of 3 different exercises targeting, honestly, our arms and our backs in order to kind of give that more slimline look. So I'm participating in that. I posted a short the first day I participated, but I did not post a short yesterday or today because yesterday I just did them when I got off home from work and I was honestly just too tired to do it. And then today I incorporate them into my morning workout live. Calisthenics Life, thank you so much for joining. That's Fitness Guru. Thank you for being here, sir. And I was able to connect with Cousin too, as well as Liz after your live workout today. So I'm happy to be following other people's fitness journey. Explosive JPX, you're welcome to stay here, but also I believe in being so kind, and I also believe in people getting booted. So as long as you are able to follow the community guidelines, you're welcome to stay, or I will boot you, or one of the moderators will boot you, because I'm not sure what you mean by "girl, you must be crazy." And if I interpreted your message in the chat wrongly, please, you're welcome to correct me. Okay, got you. Okay, all good then, Explosive JPX. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so that's on the Sexy Back Challenge. The other announcement is I want to let you all know that I'm back to weekly weigh-ins now. So every Friday I will be posting an update since I have now transitioned to the 2.4 milligrams of Wegovy. For those of you who don't know, I have been on a weight loss journey / powerlifting journey. The weight loss journey has been since August of 2024. The powerlifting journey just started in October of 2025. But I've lost about 30 pounds so far, and several inches. I still have some goals to reach as it pertains to my goals. But I recently, and one of those tools that I'm using to reach my goals is one of the weight loss drugs, Wegovy. Is the brand name of it. And I just increased my dose to 2.4 milligrams, which is currently the highest dose. I don't think the newer higher doses are released yet. That's what's current right now. With that being said, let's cascade into today's topic. Now, y'all know I already released a video about my Wegovy experience when I did my first injection. I honestly so far don't know how I feel about this 2.4 milligrams because I'm still hungry. Okay, just be honest with you. I have been very transparent and shared with y'all that this whole journey, I have had an appetite, I have had cravings, etc. And the 2.4, and I know I'm only a few days in, but one of the things I'm noticing right away is that I still actually am hungry. It's just that when I eat, I get fuller faster. Hey, Mia, good afternoon to you as well, my friend. Thank you for being here. I'm not going to be here long today, Mia, because I have a very busy afternoon at work. So just going to be on here about 30 to 45 minutes to give you all some quick updates. And then I have to log off to get ready for my afternoon meetings at work. But yeah, with the Wegovy 2.4, I told you all about like the stomach cramps like that I was having. But that was contributed to my own choices. And for those of you who don't know, I had shared with them in the video, or shared with several people who watched the video, that on the day of injection, which was honestly a fool's move. Let me just say that about myself. It was a fool's move. I Oh, no worries. Twan, no worries. At Tommy's Girl Fit Life, this is a newer channel of one of my dear friends here on YouTube. So all of you in the chat, if you're not connected to at Tommy's Girl Fit Life, please check her out. Please check her channel out. She is dedicating her page to the legacy of her father, who was a bodybuilder. And so she herself is on a weight loss journey. And I just look forward to seeing that channel grow and being nurtured. So Twan, thank you. And you're never late here. You're always welcome. And I understand everybody's schedule is different too. Hey, Grace, girl, y'all ain't back in school yet? Honestly, I'm shocked to see so many of y'all here. I appreciate you being here. Tuned in for a bit, but I'm back at work. Okay, you are back at work. Okay. I just thank you for tuning in, Grace. I totally understand. I'm on here a short period too, because my afternoon work schedule is busy as well. So I fully get it. Good to see you. Thank you, Darian, as well, for joining. It's good to see you, sir. Appreciate you being here. Okay. So getting back to this 2.4 milligrams on the Wegovy. So I'm still like hungry. But one of the things that I noticed is that like when I do eat, I can't eat as much, so I get fuller faster than I did on the 1.7 milligrams. And I don't really think about food as much, but the sensation in my tummy, like in my gut, I'm still getting like hungry. So like, for example, right now it's lunchtime. I'm actually hungry, for lunch. And so I'll go in there and eat something. Today for breakfast, just to give you an idea, today for breakfast. So I do my workout, I come back home, shower, log on the days that I'm home, right? And then I have a protein shake. Today I had a Chobani, thanks to Grace. Shout out to Grace, because that's one of her products that she shared on her channel. I had the yogurt protein drink, which was 20 grams of protein. I had one boiled egg, one piece of Sara Lee Fit bread, 2 pieces of toasted Sara Lee Fit bread. I also had, did I tell y'all the one boiled egg? And then I had 3 slices of bacon prepared like normal. It gave me, I believe the calculation was 30-something grams of protein for my first meal of the day. But of course, I had a lot of fat in that too, in my breakfast. But still, my goal is to be, 46 grams of protein it was, but it was 30 grams of fat. My first meal of the day. But my goal right now is still to focus on high protein. I'm trying to get a minimum of 100 milligrams. Lord have mercy, milligrams. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to talk fast to get all this information out before I have to log off. 100 grams is what I should say of protein a day. And so that's one of the things that I'm noticing. And I see the chat, most of y'all just saying hello to each other, but I see Shayna, you put something in there that I'm going to address in just a second. And so let me make sure I mark that time. You put that in at 12:15. Okay. So that's one of the things I'm noticing. The other thing is I did the first injection on Saturday, right? And I told y'all about the side effects because, I had that tequila on the same day of the shot. It was only one drink, but I think it was that drink and maybe that drink mixed with having a handful of chocolate covered almonds that did it, where my stomach was towed down. I haven't had any more stomach issues at all. So I'm pretty sure it was literally user responsibility. I fell short on that day, and it won't happen again because I'm not drinking it anymore this month. That is until my birthday, which is on the 29th. I will be having some champagne on my birthday. Okay, that's neither here nor there. The other piece that I wanted to share with y'all about this Wegovy 2.4 milligrams too is that while I took my injection on Saturday, last night I felt really like that exhaustive type of tiredness when I got off of work. So I'm not sure because I haven't really switched anything yet from what I normally would do on the 1.7, but I will say I'm already starting to notice some differences on this 2.4 milligrams. And so it wasn't really fatigue. I can't say that because this morning I woke up just fine, did my workout at the gym just fine. But by the end of the night, last night, I was exhausted. So I'm like, was it because I injected in my thigh that maybe it took a couple of days to kind of catch up and for me to, you know, for the medicine to kind of kick in? I'm not really sure. I think it's too premature to tell. I'm just kind of in real time sharing with you some of the things that I'm experiencing on it. And I don't know how I feel about it so far, to be honest. I guess I'm going to find out Friday when I do my first weigh in on the 2.4 milligrams. So I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure, guys. And I'm going to go to your comments in just a second. And actually, yeah, let me stop right there before I go to my next point. So, okay. Shayna says I need some fiber, and that fiber keeps me full. Okay. I definitely don't have like a target like fiber number, and I know Tuan talks about fiber a lot on her channel as well as some of you, because so does Grace. And so I would definitely look into increasing my fiber. My goal would be to do it through Whole Foods, but I might have to consider getting a supplement. I haven't had to do that up until this point, but I might have to now, because I got some major goals I'm trying to achieve this first quarter of the year. Okay, just saying hello. Okay. Mia says, do you know if you're eating enough carbs because of your heavy lifting? If I'm being honest, Mia, I'm sorry, I paused because I was thinking. If I'm being honest, Mia, I'm not sure. Because keep in mind, I have not had, like, these are some newer issues that I'm developing. I did not, and it's also so early on this 2.4, right? So I don't know. I'm going to have to check in, start doing some research on, how many macros I really should be having on a basis to, one, sustain my muscle, but still while also, burn fat. Ugh, just thinking about this feels like work. But you're making a good point, Mia. You're making a good point about if I'm eating enough carbs. So between the fiber and if I'm having enough carbs to support the lifting, that's something I definitely I will research. I will make time to that one. I think a good one. Okay, and then Jen is agreeing with you about the carbs. Okay, just hello. And then Mia says, Twan was just, wait, Mia skipped something. Hey, Jonathan, good to see you. Okay, fiber equals the weakest and most understood form of human. Okay, what are you saying, Jonathan? Fiber equals stomach fullness equals the weakest and most unsustainable form of human satiety. And Jen says, Mia, I'm trying my best to spread the goodness of carbs. I'm definitely not like, carbs don't bother me. I don't think they're a bad thing because I do know that I need carbs for energy when lifting heavy. The question is, how many carbs do I need? And the other part B of that question for me, just based off of y'all's comments, is, okay, you're getting carbs. Are you getting enough? And also, what type of carbs fuel you the best? I feel like are some more specific targeted questions that I would consider, as I begin to, take this next turn into my weightlifting journey and weight loss journey. Okay, Jen says, Mia, I'm trying my best to express. Oh, okay, I saw that. Let me go down here. You just have to pick the right things. That's what I was. Shane says avocado and spinach. Okay, and I do avocados and eat them as well as spinach. But hey, I could do more. Looks like a little delay there. Avocado will give you fiber. I don't do supplements except collagen. Okay, thank you, Shayna, for sharing. Okay, barley is again. I don't know nothing about barley, Jen. I can tell you that is something that I do not incorporate into my diet currently. So How does it taste is my question. Or does it have like kind of like no taste? Yes, I noticed when watching Eugene. Collard greens and kale. Okay, I do like kale. Oh, let's go. Coach T about. So I'm not sure what's going on. Let me see. And there's noise in the background because my youngest son is here getting his haircut by Marlon. So apparently that's a thing. And they both talk really loud. Eat carbs and training like before, right? Okay. And after to start. Okay. Thank you, Coach T. Okay. Jonathan, he said he consumes around 30 grams of carbs per day. Just eat more fat and protein. But does that go for women too, though, Jonathan? Is a question because like you know, like your goals. I don't know, so please forgive my ignorance. But like your goals, I'm guessing are slightly different because of your because of the in bodybuilding versus powerlifting. Or are you saying? Are you just sharing that's what you do, or are you saying that 30 grams of carbs? Okay, don't get overwhelmed. Just track it, and you will know what you need to work on. Anything. Okay, thank you, Mia, because I was starting to get in my head about it. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be a lot. Okay, I was told today at the doctor to increase my carbs because of the weightlifting. Hey, Tuan, can you remind me, because I don't remember from your videos, how many carbs like do you typically do on a daily basis? What's your grams? What's your percentage of carbs? Okay. I chatted with Jo today. She's been feeling rough too. I know. I saw Jo though. She's been kicking out those she got the good vibe she's been putting out. I love to see her dance. And she's one of the best human beings ever. Okay, whole grain carbs show important for heart health and brain health. Okay, thank you. Let me see here what we got. 30 to 60. 30 to 60 carbs good before lifting. Really? Spinach is the most toxic plant food. Very high in oxalate. Same with kale, kidney destroy. Really? I'm gonna have to look that up, Jonathan. I did not know that. Barley isn't really flavorful. You add to taste. You like to it. Barley chili is popular. Barley chili is popular. I must think it's barley. Barley chili. I'm just taking some notes here. I know I can go back and watch this, but I learned from writing down, so I'm just taking some notes on the side. Okay. Beef soup. I do love chicken and beef. I ain't even gonna lie. I eat that on a weekly basis. There's nothing that carbs do for your body that protein and fat doesn't do. It's the same regardless of goals. Okay. Oh, and then Twan says 120 to 130 grams of carbs. But that's the daily. That's the daily. Okay. Okay, so that's your daily though. But Twan, when you went for your check-in, they told you to did they tell you this number, the 120 to 130, or is this what you currently do and they said you need to do more? I'm just curious. And we're just having a healthy dialogue here. Because all bodies are different. And so I'm not taking anything as advice. We're just having some open discussion. And let me just run this little let me go ahead and run this little thing real quick. Protect myself. Get back to these comments. Okay. Okay, that's low for you. You need to eat more. Okay. Okay. Use TDE calculator to get your grams based off of your weight. Yeah, because you did share the TDE, Tamika, on one of your channels. And then Jonathan says he's sorry to say this and apologize if I sound arrogant, but the advice you're being given so far today is totally incorrect. Grains are contradicting to health and wreck the ancient Egyptians. Gotcha. I mean, I think Jonathan, I think you make some valid points, and I think also like too, everybody is wired differently. So, like for example, like I can't do brown rice, like that tears my stomach up, but I can eat white rice. Kind of like on the interview that you did, I forget the guy's name that you did your interview with on your live, Jonathan, the other week back. I can't do brown rice. It is a no go for me. It tears my stomach completely up. Same goes for like quinoa. Mm-mm. That's gonna be disastrous for me. But white rice, I can eat that all day, and it doesn't impact me at all. And I think it just goes to like each one of us have different bodies, and so we have to, do what works best for us. But I do appreciate the suggestions of everyone in the comments today, because you know it might work and it might not. The works best, for us individually without saying this is a prescribed notion for, one thing or the other. You know what I'm saying? So you're always, of course, welcome to your opinion. Um, and others are too, because I think we can learn from each other, because somebody might be doing really well on certain things, and some people might like no difference than like the Wegovy versus the Zepbound, right? Like some people do better on one or the other. Okay, yeah, white rice is better. Let me coach you pro bono. I want nothing for it, but I guarantee you'll get better results. Oh, that's so super sweet. Um, Jonathan, I'll follow up with you after well, not after the live. It'll be, give me 24 hours because my work is popping off right now. So give me 24 hours and I'll follow up with you. And thank you for offering. Um, Okay, you can't see comments. Shawnee says she can't see comments, but agree with Jonathan. You need the fat and protein, especially for lifting, and it's situational and many variables for each person. Yes. Shayna also is agreeing with Jonathan. Sis, he's correct. Shawnee is telling me Jonathan is correct. Okay. Okay. So I appreciate everyone. Oh, let me go back. Did I miss somebody? My body needs all three. I am at my healthiest when I don't do any one thing, is what Jim was sharing here. Okay, let me get to my next point with y'all. That was really good feedback, Jonathan. I will follow up with you within 24 hours separately and see if maybe we can get on a WhatsApp call or something so that we can discuss perhaps and see if it will work out. Okay, thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate you so much. What works for the individual you? Exactly. Okay, here's the next thing that I want to talk to you all about that I'm considering. So I have some what I'm calling short-term goals to cover like the first and second quarter of the year that I would like to share with you all. Now, all of my goals I will not be sharing just because some of them are still kind of in the baby stage and I'm not ready to share. But these ones I do because I want y'all to follow up and ask me questions about how it's going and everything. The first one is I am going to start more intently focusing on my abs. Now, I do realize that abs are made in the kitchen, right? So we already kind of talked about diet. I'm going to talk to Jonathan and, see what he can do. He's offered services pro bono, and I'm not going to turn down free 99 services. So I'm going to talk to Jonathan and see what we can work together. But I really do want to have a 2-pack, a minimum of a 2-pack. By 2-pack, I mean, I've never had 6 in my, so that's not my goal. I don't want a 6-pack, but I do desire to have at the minimum a 2-pack of abs by the end of May. So you hear me saying that I am committing to doing everything that I can within my power, nutritionally, as well as physically, to achieve my goal of getting my 2-pack by Memorial Day weekend. Let me be even more specific, by Memorial Day weekend. And the reason is because I've never had that before. So I just want to see what I look like with it. You understand what I'm saying? Like I want to flex a little bit this summer. And I feel like having a goal of a 2-pack will get me there. The second one is I shared at the beginning of the live today that I ordered a walking pad. I've never had one, but my goal is this. Okay, one of the things I noticed, like when I work from home, like today, I sit at my desk way more. And so I'm not getting as many steps in. So my plan is I'm going to have that walking pad, and specifically on the days I work from home, every hour, I'm going to get up and walk on that walking pad for 5 minutes. And if I do that for every hour within the 8 hours, I will accumulate to total to be 40 minutes of just walking, right? 2 times a week. So currently me achieve my fat loss goals as well. So I'm super excited. I don't have the walking pad yet. It hasn't arrived, but I'm really looking at ways to really start to see the muscle that's underneath, because I can like feel like my muscles like underneath, because y'all know I'm more thigh heavy because I'm a pear shape. I can feel my muscles underneath, but I can't really see them. So I really want to, this spring and into the beginning of summer, I want to be able to walk by my mirror and flex and see the muscle. That is my goal. I realize it's a very purely aesthetic goal, but I just want to be transparent and share with you that that's where I am with it too. So I'm excited to get this walking pad. When I get it, I will let y'all know how it goes. I know several of you in the chat have a walking pad. I've seen you all on it, and I'm like, oh, I want one of those. And I'm so glad I was able to get one that's really really inexpensive. So I'm excited to try it. Okay, let's check out and see what you guys are talking about in the chat. Okay. Oh, thanks everybody for the encouraging words. I really appreciate that. Yes, sis, that's what I was thinking. Abs, abs, abs. Last night, that was your focus at the gym, Shawnee. Yes, yes, we gotta. I'm happy that I have a smaller waist to hip ratio, but I need them abs to pop in my 48th year on this planet. Okay, thanks for the encouraging words, everybody. Harjareen, thank you, Shawnee. Mia says, once I can walk on my foot again, February. Okay, so next month I'm getting to walk. You are, Mia? That's awesome. I look forward to seeing some of your postings about the walking pad. That is so awesome. Did I get the weighted vest? Shayna, no, I have not gotten the weighted vest. So my daughter, both my daughters, because y'all know I have young adults over here, both of my daughters have weighted vests that I have yet to try. But I remember watching you on yours, and I know you do that. So are you saying that maybe I could do that when I'm walking? Because if you are, I think that I can incorporate that with ease. Okay, let me just go down here. Jen is saying, Mia, I kind of look at my chickens too. Too much protein will cause X. Too much carbs will cause Y. Too much fiber will cause Z. Chickens are the greatest omnivores. I love that. And now, Jonathan, you want to ask great questions. You want to ask great questions. Okay. Hey, Ewa, I see you down in the chat. I'll come to you in just a second. Hey, Miss Nikki, I can't remember if I spoke to you, but thank you for being here. I'll come to you in a second. Do I track? Okay. I'm just going to humbly admit to you, Jonathan, full transparency. I am not consistent in my tracking. I would do good for like a day or two, or maybe even 3. But I don't know. It feels like work. That I think that's what it is, because I've tried to get down to the root cause of, like, Evelyn, you're so dialed in with making sure that you get your workouts in, you're dialed in your professional life. But when it comes to this tracking, even though I have an app, I have the Lose It app on my phone. I was using my Fitness Pal until they skyrocketed their prices. And then thanks to Coach T, she introduced me to Lose It. So I love the app. I have no issues with it. I just honestly don't use it consistently, Jonathan, is my problem. And I'm just accepting that right now and just being truthful with you. Yeah. Okay, Miss Nikki says, I've thought of a walking pad too because I work from home. Do you have an adjustable desk? Not at the house, I don't. But the walking pad that ordered, it has the stand, kind of like, I think Shayna's yours has a stand too. It has the stand so that I can put my laptop, on the prop it up on the actual walking pad. So I think I'll be good there. Plus, I'm trying to split it out and make it reasonable so that I'm only doing 5 minutes of walking every hour, just so that I'm not in a sedentary position for half of the day. Which usually when I work from home, that's what happens. So even if I go to the gym and get, like, let's just call it 2,500 to 4,000 steps in at the gym, I'm really trying to do more than that. But if I come home and all I'm doing is sitting around, you know what I'm saying? I'm not getting as many as I could. And I want to be a lot more intentional with it, which is why I ended up getting the walking pad, Miss Nikki. Okay, Mia says, yes, I listen to all types of views. I have strictly carnivorous friends, but me personally, I enjoy a variety. I feel that. And then Iwa Bell is just saying hello, hello, Iwa. And then, okay, Shana, you're saying yes. Okay, about the walking pad and the vest. And then Mia says, I lose it as well, and it makes it easy as can be. But I've fallen off since I'm not eating as much, being in bed all the time right now. I know, while you're healing and stuff. But don't worry, girl, you're gonna be back in there in no time. February, that's right around the corner. Seriously. Oh my gosh, this is such a helpful lunchtime live. I really do, like, sincerely appreciate all of your suggestions, comments, and I have my action items. Listen at me, action items. Um, to follow up with Jonathan within the next 24 hours to see what pro bono services he might offer Evelyn, which I'm so grateful for in advance. And then also looking into the fiber. I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I remember early on in my journey, like I bought all of the supplements because that's what you do when you're on this journey. You see other people and like, oh, you gotta have this, electrolyte, you gotta have blah blah blah. And I bought a whole bunch of stuff. And I remember taking fiber one time, but I remember it sat in my stomach way too long and bloated me out. So I do remember that because I know we got some like Fiber in there, and I got like a couple of others. And so I'm just wondering if like some of that fiber might not be too good for like my type of system. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, I'm gonna figure it out. Of course, I'm gonna keep you posted. I'm gonna do a very detailed first week weigh-in video on Friday because I don't weigh in until Fridays. It's going to be interesting to see how this first week of this 2.4 milligrams goes. But overall, I feel like my workouts. I do like streaming live my workouts on Tuesdays and mornings. Many other fitness enthusiasts and experts in YouTube. I met a handful today that was really awesome. And so I'm going to continue to shoot those lives and post those. And again, like far as YouTube is concerned, I am trying to reach monetization for those of you who don't know or who missed it at the beginning. So I would really appreciate it if you would like this live right now. It would be so awesome. And if you are a person that has stopped in periodically and you see my channel and you just haven't subscribed, there is more great things to come. I assure you, there are more great things to come from this channel. So please consider subscribing. My first milestone goal is to get to the 500 subscribers. I'm trying to achieve that by the end of this month. And then, of course, my watch time hours, which, of course, you all are helping with right now by participating in the comments and just being here. The last thing I want to say is I'm a little over 300 subscribers. So I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm a little over 300. And you're like, girl, you think you got 1,000 subscribers. It don't matter. You have to be happy over the small things. So thank you so much, everybody, every second that you have paid any type of attention to me. I really do just say sincerely thank you. Okay, I know I'm on the right track. I'm so grateful to God for each of you. And then let me see what we got here. Oh, everybody, congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. We are getting there. My thing is I'm going to maintain authenticity and connect with like-minded people. And so far, that's been going great. I've been meeting so many wonderful people in YouTube. Let me see what I missed. Okay. Jen was just viewing with Mia. Jen, excuse me, was agreeing with Mia. Views and perspectives, right and wrong, is determined by the individual goals and health. Absolutely. Wait, what was that about natural fiber? What I missed? Yes, Mia and Shayna equals natural fiber. Food fiber is different from eating supplements as well. Okay, that's what I missed. Okay. Yes. And I do like when I eat my apples, because I do love apples, I eat the skin, like I don't peel my skin off and stuff. And I know that and honestly, that would be my preference, is to get it from food and not have to do a supplement. Um, because I'm all, the collagen, honestly, to your point, Shana, the collagen is enough along with my multivitamin. I do take fish oil as well. The fish oil mixed with the collagen really helps on my lifting days. Like my knees just feel so lubricated. That's working very well for me. So I don't anticipate switching that up. Right there, I am faithful over the few things. Yes, bro. Yes. And then, Shawnee, what did you say? If I purchase everything recommended, if I purchase everything recommended in these YouTube streets, I'll be broke and be an abundance of unused items. Glad we are realizing everything is not for everyone. God made us unique. Oh, well said, sis. Well said. Good one. Good one. Good one. I appreciate you all celebrating with me too about the over 300 subscribers now. We require what we require. Absolutely. Thank you, Harjarine. Berry. Okay, Mia, love me some berries as well. I buy them routinely and eat them, gobble them, in fact. So thank you for that. Uh, Jen says, Shawnee, yes, sister, I do vitamin D. Yep, I take vitamin D as well, because that was one of the supplements that I was super low on when I first started this journey. And that's in that what was prescribed in 2016. But I also eat food for natural collagen. It's like what you saying, Shawnee? It's like they used to say in my church as a kid: eat the fish and spit out the bones. So I take some of the advice and I leave the rest for others. It may work for it. Exactly. We take what works, we leave what does not. I fully agree. And Jen is just stressing the importance of the role that animals play in teaching us humans a lot. And I completely agree. And Ewa says you're welcome. Okay, I got through all of the comments. Wait, hold on. I got another one came in. Mia says, I buy freeze-dried strawberries at Aldi. You know what? We don't have one here, but Colorado, Denver specifically, is trying to get one. I saw in the paper the other day. So we don't have one here, at least not in my neighborhood. 100 calories and 6 grams of fiber for one big pack. Oh, that actually sounds good. I've never tried freeze-dried strawberries. I always buy them fresh. Oh, I eat the bones in perch if it's cooked right. And Shawnee says, amen. Jen. Okay, I made it to the comments for real, the end of the comments. Thank you all for being here. This one was a shorter one for me this week, just because I need to prep for my afternoon meetings at work. So I'm going to go ahead and log off. I will be back on. I think Kim J is live tonight, so I'm pretty sure I'll be there in the comments checking it out. So I'm sure I'll see some of you out there. And then I hope y'all are having a good start to your week too. Thank you again for being here, and I will see you in the next video or live. Have a great day. See you soon. Love you guys. Bye.